Welcome to my YouTube channel Sri Swami Engineering Academy. Today we are going to see the numerical on flywheel. In the earlier lecture we have already seen one numerical. Now today we are going to take another type of numerical. So let us read the numerical and analyze it. A single cylinder gas engine develops 200 HP. A single cylinder gas engine is there which develops 200 HP. That means the power is given at 400 RPM. That is the average or a mean speed of the engine is given. The work done work done by the gases during expansion stroke is 4.5 times the work done during a compression stroke. Now if you see here the compression stroke, expansion stroke, and if you see here the suction exhaust, is the 4-stroke engine. So during compression stroke some work is required, during expansion stroke the work is produced. Now if you see the relation between the compression stroke and the expansion stroke work is this one, 4.5 times. That means expansion work is more than 4.5 times of that is compression stroke. Now another thing given is the work done on gases during suction and exhaust stroke is negligible. This is very important. The suction and exhaust stroke work should be taken as zero, that is negative or negligible. Then you have to calculate what is that moment of inertia of a flywheel if work or total fluctuation of the speed is not to exceed 2% plus minus 2% of a mean speed. This is plus minus 2%. So let us write down the data given and then we will try to solve the problem. The first thing is power given as 200 HP. So let us convert this into kilowatts. So 1 HP you can have as 0.7457 kilowatts. So that relation you know, or you can convert this using your calculators. In your calculators you are having the conversion factor. So this power comes out to be, if I multiply this comes out to be something 149.14 kilowatts. Okay, this is what the power is given. Then you are having a 4-stroke cycle, that means you are getting that one. Then N is given as what is that, 400 RPM. Then work of expansion is 4.5 times work of compression. Then work done on gases during suction and expansion exhaust stroke is negligible. So I can write work during suction is 0, as also work during the exhaust stroke. So I will write W small e exhaust के लिए, or you can have EX, that will be 0. Then calculate moment of inertia is to be calculated if the total fluctuation of speed is not to exceed plus minus 2% of mean speed. What is the fluctuation of speed? That is omega 1 minus omega 2 is the fluctuation of speed, or n1 minus n2 you can write the fluctuation of speed that should not exceed plus minus 2% of mean speed, that is omega. Okay, so that also you can write omega 1 minus omega 2 by omega is equal to plus minus 2%, or you can write this is what omega 1 minus omega 2 upon omega. This is the CS, coefficient of fluctuation of speed should not exceed plus minus 2%. That means it is plus 2 above and minus 2 below, that will be 4%. That comes out to be 0.04%, 4 divided by 100. Okay, so this is what you can have from this. Okay, then so this is what all data is written here. So now I will take I is to be find out. Okay, now Done. So let us take this one. So I will rub this. So I require some space. So let us take this space utilized for the solution of problem. So let us utilize this space. Okay. Done. Now, okay. So first of all, I know M, so I will calculate omega. I know P, I can calculate work done per second. So let us see what is the omega. Omega is 2 pi n upon 60. So omega can be calculated as 2 pi into n is already given, that is 400 rpm, that is 400 upon 60. So that omega comes out to be, what is that omega? 41.88 rad per second. Rad per second. Rad per second. Now I know the power, I can find out work done per cycle. So work done per cycle can be given as P into 60 upon n, where n is nothing but equal to n by 2, capital N by 2. Why? It is a 4-stroke cycle. If it is 2-stroke cycle, this n will be capital N only. Okay, so I can write for a 4-stroke cycle, that is P into 60 by, that is capital N by 2. This n is capital N by 2. Now let us put the value of P. It is 149.14. So it is 149.14 into 60 divided by n is 400, and that is divided by 2. So as it is in kilowatts, you will get in kilonewton meter. So this comes out to be work done per cycle is 44.742. It is kilonewton meter. So it is work done per cycle. Now another thing is, as you know, what is the work done per cycle again? Work done per cycle can also be calculated as T main into theta. That already you know the relation, that is T main into theta. Theta is nothing but the duration of a cycle, that is whether it is 1 revolution cycle or whether it is 2 revolution cycle. As you know, this is nothing but the 4-stroke. Its a cycle is of 4 pi, that is 1 revolution is 2 pi, 2 revolution is 4 pi. So you can also have 44.742 is equal to T main into, this is 4 pi. From that you can calculate T main, that can be divided by this one, and that T main Kelvin can be calculated as 3.56 kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is your T main now. Okay, now what is the challenge? Challenge is to calculate the moment of inertia. So as you know, moment of inertia is to be calculated, and you don't know mass and radius of gyration, but you have one relation for the moment of inertia, that is delta E is equal to I omega square Cs. Now if you see here, I have Cs, this one. Okay, I have omega, this one, and if I able to calculate delta E, I can find out I. That is my main aim. So first of all, let us say how to calculate delta E. What is the delta E basically? It is nothing but the fluctuation in the energy. So, as you know, fluctuation in the energy is nothing but the area above the T mean line. Okay, so let us draw the T theta diagram for a four-stroke engine. Okay, so I will draw a T theta diagram. I think you are able to see this diagram. Okay, this is T theta diagram. And as you know, what is the four-stroke diagram for this? This is what you are having, like this, and then you are having this one, and then you are having this one like this. So if you see, this is what T theta diagram for four-stroke engine. But if you see, this is what these two things. This one is suction. Okay. This one is compression. This one is power. And this one is nothing but exhaust. Okay. So, if you see this one, this is suction, this is compression, this is power, and this is exhaust. Now, I want to calculate the area to find out this delta E. Okay. So, I have the T mean thing, that is, I have the T mean. This is the T mean. This is T mean. I want to find out the area above this T mean. This is what? Nothing but my delta E. This is my delta E actually. This is my delta E. Okay. If I am able to calculate the area above this one, so I can find out the moment of inertia easily. But if you see, this is the curvature. For the simplicity, what I will do is, I will convert this into some triangular form. So I will take this as a triangle. I will not take this curvature. So for the simplicity, I will consider it as a triangle. So let us draw this diagram as a triangular one. Let us say this is like this is a suction, then this is a compression, then this triangle is a triangle. This triangle is a power, and this is what you can say is a exhaust. Okay. Now this is fine. Now you see, I want to have this area of this triangle. So if I want to have an area of this triangle, you know that the cycle is of 4 strokes. The first stroke is of, see this one, this is nothing but 0. This is half revolution, that is pi. From here to here you are getting another half revolution, that is 2 pi. This is 3 pi, and this is what called as 4 pi. So during this pi rotation, that is half rotation, you will get the power stroke. Okay. Now what is nothing but the work done per cycle? Work done per cycle is nothing but the area of total graph. This area below this total, this total area, that is nothing but is the work done per cycle. So let us find out the work done per cycle by the term area. So I can have work done per cycle can be taken as work during suction. So this is the work during suction, you see, this is the work during suction. So I can have work during suction, Ws, plus work during compression. If you see, the work during compression is this one is totally negative, you can see, it is below the line. So I can write here is minus of work during compression. Then if you see, this is the work power, so this is plus work during the power stroke, that is expansion stroke. Then if you see this one is again work during the exhaust stroke. This is the work during the exhaust stroke. So this is work during exhaust stroke TF. Now you see what is that with us, that work during the exhaust stroke Okay, sorry, work during the suction stroke and exhaust stroke, it is 0. So I can say this is totally 0. This is totally 0. Okay. Now, only thing is work of compression and work of expansion. Now you see I have work done per cycle. So work done per cycle already I am having 44.742 is equal to work done during compression. I don't know, but you know work done during expansion. So minus WC plus what is work done during expansion? It is 4.5 times the work done during compression. So it is 4.5 times work done during compression. Now if you solve this, you will get WC. If you solve this, you will get a WC. I will try this. This will be 3.5 WC. This will be divided by this one. So you will get WC, and that work during compression is 12.7834. This 12.7834 kilonewton meter is the work during compression. Now similarly, you can find out work during the expansion, because you know work during compression multiply by 4.5, you will get work during expansion, and that comes out to be 14.7 into 4.5, that comes out to be 57.525. So it is 57.525 kilonewton meter. Okay. Kilonewton meter. Done. So as you see, this is work during expansion is 57.525 kilonewton meter. Now you got this work during expansion and work during compression. So work during compression is this one. What is the work during expansion? Work during expansion is this total work. If you see, this is total work during expansion. Okay. So how much it is? 57.525. I will write that. It is 57.525. So I can say that area of this triangle is nothing but 57.525 kilonewton meter, is nothing but the work. Okay. So I got the area of this triangle. Okay. So as I got the area of this triangle, how can I find the area of this triangle? Let us name this triangle as A, B, C, E. Okay. So this is nothing but the maximum. This is T max. It is okay? Okay, this is the maximum torque, T max. So what is the area of this triangle ABC? Area of triangle ABC can be taken as half into, what is the base? Base is BC. And what is the height? This one is the height. It is T max. So into T max. What is the area of triangle ABC? Area of triangle ABC is nothing but the work done during the expansion stroke. This is the expansion stroke. Work done during expansion stroke. This is 57.525 kilonewton meter. Okay. Into 10 raised to power 3. I can write that is equal to half of. Now what is the BC? BC. This is nothing but 2 pi to 3 pi. That means 1 pi into pi into T max. So you can always take this into kilonewton meter. So you will get T max in kilonewton meter. Okay. So from that you will get a T max. What is the T max now? The T max is getting here as 36.62. It is 36.62 kilonewton meter. So you got T max, you got T mean. This T mean is average. This is T max. So you got these two things. Now I want to find out delta E. Delta E is nothing but this triangle. That is the area above the T mean line. So I can make it by some red shown this area I want. Okay. Now if I want to calculate this area, what will happen? This is nothing but the base. This is nothing but the height. height can be easily known because height is nothing but this height. That is nothing but this total height minus this height. That is T max minus T mean. You will get this height. But you require this DE length. If you get this DE length, you will get the area of this. And if you get this area, it is nothing but a delta E. Okay. Now, how to find this length DE? This length DE can be calculated as this is one triangle, this is another triangle. Both the triangles are similar. So I can write triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADE. Therefore, the ratio of their lengths is equal. So if you see, what are the known lengths? I know this total length, I know this length, I know this length and this length. So I can do this thing is DE upon BC. So I can have DE upon BC, DE upon BC is equal to this length. What is that? This length is nothing but you can have T max minus T min, T max minus T min upon this total length is T max. So I will use this one. So I have to rub this. So let us rub this. Get the things. Okay. So let us do that. That is DE. I want to calculate. So DE upon what is BC? BC is this one, that is pi. That is equal to T max minus T min, that is 36.62 minus T min is 3 point already calculated. It is already you have calculated here. That was T min is 3.56. 3.56 divided by T max is 36.62. From here we'll get DE as 2.83. I think so, yes, 2.83. Now you can calculate delta E. What is delta E? Delta E is nothing but equal to area above this line, that is area ADE. What is that area ADE? That is half into DE into this height is nothing but T max minus T min. Now, delta E is nothing but half of DE is 2.83. What is T max? That is 36.62 minus T min is T min is what? 3.56. Okay. So delta E comes out to be. So delta E comes out to be your 46.78 kilonewton meter is the delta E. Now again, your aim is not to calculate delta E only, your aim is to calculate I. So delta E is equal to, what is that? I omega square CS. Now delta E is 46.78 into 10 raised to power 3, that is equal to I into what is omega, that was 48 point something, I remember that was 41.88 square into CS was 0.04. From that I calculated the I comes out to be 666.78. 666.78. It is Newton meter second square.